Oculus strapped to your face.
Hey, I'm gonna have to hit up Slice and tell them if they want to run some ads on cryptoanddown.com. That as long as they pay in BTC, hey, we willing to talk business, baby.
Hey man, go to cryptoanddown.com, scroll down, and you'll see the email for sponsorships down at the bottom. Whoever is listening, so reach out. Here we go. Fidelity is considering offering Bitcoin to retail investors. According to WSJ, teased by Galaxy Digital CEO Mike Novogratz. Oh, Mike Novogratz. I know a few folks who know Mike Novogratz. I don't know Mike Novogratz personally, but shout out to the people who mess around with this guy. The wealth management giant is mulling a deeper dive into crypto. Okay, Fidelity Investments. And this article from Decrypt is by Matt DeSalvo, I think. Fidelity customers may soon be able to buy Bitcoin via the company's brokerage platform, according to the Wall Street Journal. Boston-based investment giant Fidelity, which manages over 34.4 million retail accounts and is one of the world's biggest fund managers, is evaluating whether to offer Bitcoin to its individual investors. The newspaper Wall Street Journal, I'm assuming, reported Monday. They haven't shared the plans with their clients yet, but Fidelity has an app that allows its retail customers to manage their investments from their phones. Oh, how technologically advanced from Fidelity. What do you think about this?
Hey, I like it. As a one-time Fidelity user,
He said one time.
you know, at one time as a user of Fidelity, I like it because I do believe that they have the technological know-how to not only expand upon their existing application to add in Bitcoin sales for retail investors. I also think they have the Wall Street backing to do so in a way that would invite less security concerns, which may be a catch-22 that when retail investors feel secure in a institution such as Fidelity, there are over 34 million users of Fidelity for their investment accounts. That may be, a smaller attack vector as there is a centralized point. But I think their global macro director, Jerry and Timmer, is right. Bitcoin is gaining credibility and as a digital analog of gold, but with greater convexity. My guess is that Bitcoin will, over time, take more market share from gold. So I like to see these
what that means.
Finance powerhouses get into the game because it will ultimately onboard more users as users will feel more secure utilizing a existing Fidelity platform versus a FTX versus a crypto.com, a company that they don't have brand market recognition. And that was the article yesterday. Today we hear, not to jump ahead, but today we hear Charles Schwab, Citadel, and Fidelity are going to launch their own EDX markets exchange because it's going to be safer, faster, and more efficient cryptocurrency trading. So Mike Novogratz might have jumped the gun just a little bit by coming out and saying that a little birdie told him that Fidelity was going to be getting into the Bitcoin game, because just the next day later, we found out that not only are they getting into the game, the intention of the industry consortium is to build market infrastructure that contributes to increased optionality for liquidity to facilitate a more efficient, secure, and cost-effective process for trading digital assets. Increased optionality for liquidity means we have the backing of the big boys. We have the Citadels. We have liquidity. We have Sequoia Capital. So now, if they're going to say, oh, we have these liquidity issues, no, that's a phone call, pick up the bank and say, yeah, we'll deposit $1 billion into your account and you can resume Bitcoin trading. Now, if Bitcoin trading were to ever stop on a Fidelity platform, or they were to say that they do not have liquidity. They're experiencing liquidity issues like many of these other exchanges have done. Then we get to say bullshit. So that's that story in a nutshell. But here's the last quote I want to bring. The world of digital assets has long been thought to be complicated with things like private keys and other things related to storage and custody, typically putting off the traditional investor. But EDXM will serve both institutions and retail investors, giving them a safe entry point to crypto, today's statement said. So if we take them at face value, they're going to try and usher in a safer legacy finance backed way for you retail investors and institutional investors to trade in and out of Bitcoin. Interestingly enough, altcoins were not mentioned in this at all. Only Bitcoin was mentioned. And Gary Gensler just announced on Friday that he doesn't believe Bitcoin is under the purview of the SEC, that it is a commodity and should be regulated by the CFTC, and that the altcoins, he ain't making a decision on them. So it's interesting to see these traditional legacy finance companies say, hey, we're going to do a Bitcoin exchange, not a all cryptocurrency exchange.
Yeah.
Always pay attention to the wording and the language itself.
Yeah, that's a good call out there, and that should let us know, what they've decided is maybe a foundation of the new system they're bringing in. So, yeah, we talked about it before, how they've utilized to make the central bank digital currency. They've utilized the actual code and model of Bitcoin when it comes to the coin unspent transaction model versus the other models that say Ethereum has more of, I think, kind of would it be similar to a bank, more of I forget exactly what it's called. But all that being said, it's like the Bitcoin is kind of past the test. I think it's been through the fire, where it's not necessarily the most popular as far as public opinion of it, and the people, as far as the rabid fans of Bitcoin that we were talking about yesterday or the other day. But it definitely is one where, we talked about that Peter Zian guy. If the people are retiring, the baby boomer generation is definitely retiring, and there's going to be a mass exit. And with all their money, they're looking for different things. So what are they looking for? Something that is safe, stable, not highly volatile, has stood the test of time, is going to be able to, the different agencies in the government can come to an agreement of what it is or what it's specifically not. If they're saying it's not a security, but they don't know what it is, but we're going to work with it and play with it, and it's already being used in energy down in Texas, where we get most of our energy from here, then this is a good bet, I think, for people who are retiring, have a lot of money to put into crypto. It's definitely going to be controlled by bigger state actors when it comes to Bitcoin, and probably the price action and even the mining, as we have seen.
Hey, I just want them to know their website is ass. EDXM Markets, your website is ass.
Oh, for real?
The only thing we can do is click and go to the press release. And if we go to the press release, it is a good statement. It's basically exactly what we just said. Crypto is a $1 trillion global asset class with over 300 million participants and pent-up demand for millions more. Unlocking this demand requires a platform that can meet the needs of both retail traders and institutional investors with high compliance and security standards. They're attempting to eliminate technological and organizational bottlenecks and provide a safe entry point to crypto, and serve as the exchange of choice for trading digital assets on a platform designed for and used by leading financial institutions. So it will meet the needs of the world's largest and most sophisticated financial institutions, as well as those of retail investors, by leveraging a network of select digital custodians to safeguard assets. And it will remove the conflicts of interest that affect existing cryptocurrency exchanges by separating responsibility for operating the exchange from the entities trading on the exchange. And their big thing is tighter spreads enabled by greater liquidity. So you got the big boys, the broker dealers, the global market makers, and the venture capital firms announcing today that EDX Markets is coming, and they will be taking over your blockchain.
Interesting. I'm going to give a plug just because we were talking about different exchanges. We brought up FTX. I brought up uphold.com earlier. Go check this out if is this something you think you could utilize for your business or getting in and out of cryptocurrency. Not only do they offer different cryptocurrencies, I think they offer staking features, but you can actually get into different fiat currencies as well. I think you can get into the Chinese currency and some other different currencies. So whether or not you want to utilize this for crypto or want to utilize it for precious metals, equities, national currencies, this could be a good step here. And I'm like, yeah, maybe Fidelity and a lot of these places or different businesses are going to look similar in all the different things they offer, giving people, Americans per se, a little bit more access to invest in the precious metals, maybe get some exposure to foreign currencies, as well as the economy evolves and these technological fintech. We definitely remember we talked to Devanya Evans before. She was talking about the old system, the new system, and them coming to an agreement.
Yeah, fintech is here to stay, and diversification, I think, is something everyone should be willing to do if they do want to hedge against a new technology that continues to emerge and is disruptive. There will be losers, so putting all eggs in one basket likely isn't the safest of plays. Shout out to Zinzale18. Here's to see if Fidelity rolls out a crypto exchange market or just sell from custody like Robinhood. A great question. I think we should probably separate the EMX markets from their Fidelity app. Now, will that be the same technology that backs the Fidelity app? Me, myself, I doubt that. I don't know if they're going to give their retail customers the same level of sophistication and access as others. However, if they are, then I do want to have a true spot exchange where I have the ability to custody my own crypto. I do not want to actually be a sole paper or a derivative of my Bitcoin, while they, in fact, actually hold the keys to my crypto itself. Those are details yet to be released. That's why I said their website is ass, because none of those questions are answered. The only thing they have is a press release. Trust us,
yeah,
liquidity. So that's all we can do right now.
I'm like, whatever. We'll see when it's up.
Yeah, exactly. We gotta wait and see. We ain't seen nothing yet. They just announced. Mike Novogratz said, "Hey, this coming yesterday," and then today we get the news. So not a coincidence. They haven't built anything. Yeah. We ain't seen shit. So
yeah, we ain't seen it. What's up, Hoxton Doom? Shout out to you. All right, let's